What's up guys, it's Harish from The Rising Fighter. Hope you guys are having an amazing start to 2021. Just wanted to do a quick introduction video just to give you guys a quick overview of what The Rising Fighter is all about. So basically, The Rising Fighter is a platform for amateur MMA, simply put. Amateur MMA, as you guys all know, has not had much publicity, in recent years and over the years. Amateur MMA fighters do not get the same recognition as pro fighters. We all know that this is very true. Why? No one knows, because obviously pro fighters in the UFC, they get all the limelight, they get all the recognition, they get all the viewers, but everyone seems to forget that amateur MMA is where it all begins. And yet amateur MMA is still, there's not enough investment in amateur MMA. So we want to bring a stop to that, and we basically want to help revolutionize the amateur MMA scene. So the whole plan and the whole idea behind The Rising Fighter is to give amateur MMA fighters a platform to speak on, a platform to share their story with the world, a platform to be able to connect with other rising fighters and hear about their stories and understand what their passions are and what their stories are and why they started fighting. Every single fighter has an individual, unique story that is not similar to anyone else. So everyone's story is special, and what we want to do is to share these stories with the world and to bring you guys on a journey with us, because MMA has always been something that we've been super passionate about since forever. One of our biggest goals for 2021 is to reach out to as many fighters as we possibly can and to speak to as many rising fighters as we possibly can. We want to hear stories from around the world, regardless of what country they're from, regardless of what race they are, regardless of anything. We want to hear stories of all amateur MMA fighters. And we're going to do this through the Rising Fighter podcast, and this is going to be launched on all platforms like Spotify, iTunes, and wherever. We're going to make sure it's there. Another way we're going to do this is by creating quality content. And what I mean by quality content is to do videos on these rising fighters similar to a day in the life of style video. So basically looking at what amateur fighters do, what their routines are, what they do when they wake up, what they do when they go to sleep, what they do throughout the day. We want to look into and understand how these guys do it, because let's face it, amateur fighters in the UK, around the world, do not get the same level of funding that pro fighters do. It's an honest truth. And yeah, amateur fighters may be getting sponsorship deals from local businesses to help support them on their journey, but at the same time, they don't get paid the same way as pro fighters do. Some amateur fighters fight without any paycheck. They fight without any sponsorship deals. And that needs to be changed. And that is exactly why we want to come in and help these rising fighters. Help them come up, help them grow, help to give them a platform to share their stories with the world. We're going to do interviews with their coaches, we're going to look into their fight camps, we're going to do everything we can to cover what these guys do and to share it with you guys, who are the most important people, the guys who tune in. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys really are excited as we are to go on this journey and to speak to all these amateur MMA fighters. We're always looking to speak to amateur MMA fighters, like I said, regardless of where you are in the world, regardless of what brought you here, we want to hear from you. So if you like this video, please like, please share, all that stuff, and I will see you on the next one.